welcome back, everyone, for Week 10 of the 2017 NFL season. 3-1 with the picks last week. We got a little bit unlucky. Zeke Elliott was supposed to be suspended last week. He ended up playing, so we missed the Dallas-Kansas City game. We missed the over in the Houston game because 1 hour after I posted the video, the poor kid, Watson from Houston, wrecked his knee. He's gone for the year. Didn't have a chance there, so some bad luck. Otherwise, we would have been perfect. Well, that's what we're going to be this week. Here are the picks. The first game we're going to look at has my Minnesota Vikings going to Washington, where the Redskins are 1-point dogs at home. Vikings are coming off of a bye week, so they should be well rested. Washington snuck a win in Seattle last week. They benefited a lot by Blair Walsh, their former kicker for the Vikings, missed 3 field goals for Seattle. Cost them the game. Otherwise, the Redskins would have probably lost. Still have a lot of injuries on that offensive line for Washington, and they're going to be facing a very tenacious Minnesota defense, especially the front four will probably get to quarterback Kirk Cousins early and often. I expect Minnesota to win this game running away, well, at least by 7 points, and it's a very low price to pay this number. So let's lay that point, and let's take my Minnesota Vikings -1. The second game we're going to look at has the Cincinnati Bengals going to Tennessee, where the Titans are 4.5-point favorites at home. Kind of similar to last week's situation for Tennessee. They started off as about a 4.5-point favorite at home against Baltimore. Cincinnati, very similar, a good defense, maybe better than Baltimore's. Probably more weapons on the Bengals offense, although they haven't been scoring very much. I think Cincinnati matches well enough with Tennessee here to keep this game close, and 4.5 might be just too much here. So let's take those points, and let's take the Cincinnati Bengals +4.5. The third game we're going to look at has the New York Jets going to Tampa, where the Buccaneers are 2.5-point dogs at home. Wow. If you would have said that this spread would have been 2.5 for the Jets at the beginning of the season, I would have thought you were crazy. The Jets, to their credit, didn't tank this year, and unfortunately for Tampa Bay, it didn't go the way they were planning. Now, offensively, they've been all right, but they were going to be without quarterback Jameis Winston, and also their top receiver, Evans, has been suspended for this game. You put that in with a very bad defense, ranked very close to the bottom in the league, and I think New York can do some damage here. They ran all over Buffalo last week. They could have beaten Atlanta 2 weeks ago had they not been had some bad field goal kicking themselves, and they're playing very well. I think this is a small price to pay. Teams going in kind of the opposite directions. So let's lay the points, and let's take the New York Jets -2.5. And the fourth game we're going to look at has the Houston Texans going to Los Angeles, where the Rams are 11-point favorites at home. What can you say about the Rams offense? Wow, they put up a 50-burger last week. I think they're going to do the same thing and then some in this game. We mentioned earlier that Houston lost their stud young quarterback, Deshaun Watson, and it's a big drop-off from Watson to Savage here. I don't think the Texans have a chance in this game. They lost at home to one of the lesser teams last week. Now they go on the road and take on the high-flying LA Rams. I think the Rams are going to win this by a lot, at least 4 touchdowns. So let's lay those points, and let's take the Los Angeles Rams -11. Here's my Let's Take the Man's Money parlay play and my 6-game, 6-point teaser play. For our parlay play, we'll take the Minnesota Vikings -1, the Cincinnati Bengals +4.5, the New York Jets -2.5, the LA Rams -11, and we'll take the New Orleans Saints and the Pittsburgh Steelers on the money line. A $25 bet will get us $668.98. For the teaser play, we'll take the Minnesota Vikings +5, the Cincinnati Bengals +10.5, the LA Rams -5, the New York Jets +3.5, the New Orleans Saints +3, and the Pittsburgh Steelers -4. A $25 bet will win us $175. Here are my straight-up picks for this week. Okay, those are my picks for this week. Good luck to you. Make sure you join us on our Facebook page. Lots of great prognosticators. They're making wonderful videos like this. I'll leave the links to their channels below. All right, for the Geo Knows YouTube channel, I am Geo. Let's take the man's money.